Ever wonder how a massive submarine dives? It fills special ballast tanks with seawater to make it heavy. To surface, compressed air pushes that water right back out. At first glance, it seems impossible. Steel is heavy, and heavy things usually sink. How they dive hundreds of meters below the surface, stay underwater for months underwater. Explore the science of submarines. Learn how they dive, how they stay at a specific depth, how they return to the surface, and how modern submarines survive deep underwater. Why don't all steel objects sink? Before we understand submarines, we first need to understand one important scientific concept called buoyancy. Buoyancy is the upward force.
It is what water pushes up on an object. This keeps things floating.
Think about a small rock. When you drop it into water, it sinks because it's denser than water. Submarines are like giant beach balls. Beach balls float because they're filled with air, making them less dense than water. Submarines do the exact same thing. But here's something even more interesting. Massive steel ships weigh hundreds of thousands of tons, yet they float. How? The answer is simple. It is all about displacement. Ships aren't just made of steel, they're mostly hollow. This trapped air lowers their density, allowing them to float. A submarine works exactly the same way. The difference is that a submarine can change its average density whenever it wants. That's what makes it special. Instead of always floating like a ship, it can choose to float, sink, or stay suspended underwater. And it does this using something called ballast tanks. Section 2, the secret. Ballast tanks are large compartments located inside the submarine. These tanks can be filled with either air or seawater. Submarines use air to stay afloat. Inside the hull are large ballast tanks. When filled with air, the submarine becomes light. This makes it float.
But when the submarine wants to dive, special valves open. Seawater rushes into the ballast tanks. As the water enters, the air inside escapes through vents. This increases the submarine's overall weight and density. Eventually, the submarine becomes heavier than the water around it. And slowly,
it begins to sink beneath the surface. It's surprisingly simple. The submarine isn't using giant engines to push itself downward. Instead, it's simply changing how heavy it is compared to the water around it. Just like filling an empty plastic bottle with water causes it to sink. That single idea, controlling buoyancy, is the foundation of every submarine ever built. Subscribe for more facts.